The name of the movie is Avengement. The film begins with the appearance of a police car that was transporting a dangerous criminal. The prisoner is the hero of the movie for today, and his name is Kane. He was going to visit his sick mother, but he arrived too late as they told him that his mother had passed away. He told them that he wanted to see his mom. They did not agree at first, but then he was able to go see her. After that, we see that he got rid of the guards that were with him and escaped from the hospital. A few days later, he tried to enter a bar, but this bar has restricted members and no one can enter it. But he didn't think much, as he managed to beat them up and entered the bar. After that, he met the waitress named Bez, and she gave him the drink. He was looking at the people behind him. We find out that they are the gangsters. Their leader asked them to hide in these days, especially after one of their members, named Rock, was killed. Because the murderer killed him in a brutal way, and we do not know who this murderer is. Next, they call out to a person named Toon, who Rock was with before he was killed. They asked him to tell them what happened on the day of Rock's death. He told them that they were doing the distribution as usual, but a strange man appeared. As the man's features were blurred, and he was looking at them, and because of that, Rock went to check it out. Then he witnesses the man brutally kill Rock. And he told them that the criminal, when he saw him, had escaped. Kane was laughing. They were surprised at that and asked him what was so funny. He told them that he had remembered something, and he apologized, and Toon asked him to continue his story. But after that, he couldn't hold his nerve, and he was teasing Toon because he was telling a false story. He told them what happened that day, where he told them that Toon was indeed standing with Rock and doing the distribution task. He told them that someone was looking at them. Rock went to check what was going on. This man killed Rock. Then he told them that when Toon saw this he ran away, and that he was the one who killed Rock. After that, one of the men entered and attacked Kane, but Kane resisted him and got into a fight with him. And then he took the weapon, threatening everyone with it. He asked them about the whereabouts of a person named Lincoln. Then a man named John came in, and he tried to calm things down. He was surprised by Kane's presence as he thought he was in prison right now. So he asked Kane how he got out of jail. We discover that Lincoln, the person Kane is asking about, is his big brother, and he was the reason he was imprisoned. After that, he told them to take out their phones and throw them away, but someone tried to attack him, but Kane shot him in the leg. John asked him to prove to them that he was right about the murder of Rock. He told them that Rock's hand had a large tattoo that looked like a chess piece. Then he gave them a bag. When Toon opened the bag, he found Rock's hand. They were in a state of shock and believed that he had killed Rock. He tells them to be quiet and take their places. Then he tells Bez to bring them drinks at John's expense, who tells him that prison has made him tough and ruthless. He told him that he and his brother were the ones who made him like this, and not the prison who did this to him. Then he gave him the phone and asked him to call his brother and threatened him not to inform him of his presence. He asked him to tell him to come because there is news about Rook's death. Actually, he calls Lincoln and tells him that. After that, he returns his memory to the past to tell them what happened to him after he went to his brother Lincoln, who was gambling. Kane is a boxing fighter, and everyone present was upset with his presence because they bet on his victory, but unfortunately he let everyone down and lost. Kane tells his brother that he has found an old man who intends to sell his gym, and he told him that this project is profitable and that he needs money. But his brother refused to give him the money, but he told him that this project is profitable and he is sure of that. But his brother insists on refusing and did not give him the money, which made Kane angry with him. He was about to leave, but Lincoln asked him to sit down to talk. He told him that at work he would not break any rule, but because he was his brother, he would give him money, but he asked him to do a small task for him. And he told him that if the operation was successful, he would give him what he wanted. Kane tells him he doesn't like doing their shady business, but his brother tells him the job is simple and anyone can do it. He agrees after his brother reassures him, and he asks him to go to Hyde to give him the details of the mission. He is already going to him. Hyde gave him a bag and gave him a picture of a woman, and he told him that this woman would come to him to take the bag from him and go home, and he told him the address. Then he told him that he should watch her and take the bag from her and return it to him. He asked him what the bag contained, but he refused to tell him. Next we see Kane in his prison cell as he wants to go to the bathroom. On the way, he bumps into a huge person. He asks him to apologize, but Kane cursed him. Then a violent quarrel occurred between them despite the strength of the man, but Kane was resisting. But in the end, another prisoner came and attacked him and hit him with a knife. Then they beat him and broke his teeth. Then we see him in the clinic, and he has been fitted with dentures that make him look like a monster. His mother goes to visit him in prison, and she was sad because she knows that prison is not the place he is supposed to be. She told him that she intended to hire a lawyer for him, but she no longer had the money. He asked her about Lincoln, and she told him that he had not said anything about him since the day he was imprisoned until now. He asked her to tell him that he wanted to meet him immediately, but days pass without his brother coming to him. He decided to rely on himself. He used to spend most of his time practicing, but he was also attacked by the prisoners. Then we see him asking the judge to transfer him to another prison, but the judge refused and sentenced him to another year. He is back in prison and was resisting the people trying to attack him. Then he knocked one of the prisoners to the ground. Surprisingly, this prisoner apologized to him and admitted to him that John and Lincoln had paid him money to get rid of him. And since that day he became a crazy person and gets into fights every moment. He was not wasting any opportunity. He was kept in solitary confinement, but he did not stop. He literally turned into a monster. No one in prison could keep up with him, to the extent that his face became like a map as a result of the beatings he received. After 3 years had passed, his mother came to visit him. She told him that she had come to him several times, but she was prevented because he was in solitary confinement. He tried to tell her about Lincoln, who sent men to kill him, but she cuts off his words and tells him that there is a secret that she wants to tell him. She told him that she had cancer a while ago, but she refused to tell them so that they would not be sad. She told him that she would start chemotherapy so she wouldn't be able to come and visit him. But she told him not to worry because Lincoln is taking care of her. When she asked him what he wanted to talk about, he refused to tell her about Lincoln. He refused to make her hate his brother while she was ill. Also, because Lincoln is the one who takes care of his mother. But after his mother died, he decided to take revenge on his brother. When they asked him about how he escaped, he told them that when he was in the elevator with the guards, he beat them and ran away. John tells him that he didn't know he was so dangerous. But he told him that many things had changed when he opened the blue bag. He flashes back his memory when he was watching the woman, and then he stole the blue bag from her. But this woman was continuing to follow him until she was hit by a car and died. Then he was arrested, and they told him that this woman is a mother of 3 children and a grandmother of 2 children, and she is 49 years old. She works as a nutrition officer in a school. He was accused of stealing the woman's bag, and thus he was the one who caused her death. The investigator told him that the blue bag contained a large amount of money and that Lincoln was behind these operations. So he asked him to betray his brother and his men, but he refused. Then another officer comes and beats him to confess, but despite being beaten, he refused to snitch on his brother. Lincoln arrives with his men, Kane holding John hostage. Lincoln told him he was glad he was out of jail. He told him he would protect him. But he told him that he would not be deceived like before. He asked them to take out their phones and weapons and put them on the table. They are already doing what he asked. After that, Lincoln discovers that one of his men lost consciousness because of the bullet he was exposed to. He also finds out that Kane killed Rock. Lincoln told him he would make it up to him, and he asked him to turn over a new leaf together. But he told him not to forget that he had sent men to kill him in prison. He told him that he was stabbed 6 times because of that, and that he lost his teeth. He also told him that he killed men without weapons. Lincoln asked him to calm down because prison had turned him into a murderer. He told him that he was the one who turned him into a murderer. The strange thing is that Lincoln did not deny that he was the one who sent people to kill him. He told him that he had indeed sent men to kill him, but so that he would not betray them. But he told him that he did not say anything even though he was beaten. But Lincoln told him he was lying, as he told him that there was an officer who told them that Kane had confessed against them. But he told him that the officer lied to him because he is stupid and believes anything. He told him that he would bring the officer in order to find out who the liar was. He asked him to give him his phone, but he told him that he would not answer him. And here the surprise happens. He goes back again in his memory. He tells him that when he escaped from prison, he watched the officer and followed him quietly without the officer noticing. Then they started fighting. The officer told him that he had told his brother that he had betrayed him. Then they kept fighting. Lincoln tells Kane to calm down because he is killing people. Then he told him that he had been taking care of their mother while he was in prison. Then they talked about the woman who died after being hit by a car. We discover that they steal the money of the poor, as John told him that they give the money to them and then take interest twice the amount. Kane couldn't stand it and killed John. Then he told them that he had killed the officer, and he also went to the accountant and had him transfer all Lincoln's money to the poor people who owed him money. When Lincoln heard this, he was angry and told him that he would not be allowed to leave the place alive. Suddenly, Bez hits Kane with a glass from behind. They tried to take advantage of the opportunity to attack him, but he hit them normally because he was used to these fights in prison. Then he killed them all except his brother. Then he had a drink, but his brother Lincoln was treacherous and pointed his gun at him. He told him that all his friends started to disrespect him because Kane loses in boxing. Because of that, he told him that he no longer needed him. Then he pressed the trigger, but the weapon had no bullets. In the end, Kane kills Lincoln. Kane walked out looking happy that he had achieved his revenge and returned the poor people's money. If you want interesting movie recaps like these, like, share, and subscribe to follow us for more movie recaps.